the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 90, wolf.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And here's Turner. From the gun, he'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Turner. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Turner, operating from the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. And Lambo will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Looking to throw. Turner. And this is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Turner off the play fake. Looking long for Westbrook. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. In time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down carry for Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Down, 180. Here we go. He's checking. Crash.
This is Barkley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On third down, Trubisky gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Allen's got it. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Trubisky will come up here first and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Turner now to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the... And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded at the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think under a heavy rush, possession. Down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
18.
Now it's Trubisky. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Trubisky on third and long. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Now Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll run with Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. On the run, it's Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Check. Crunch. Hey, 18. Bang. Check up.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Rosa's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Go. First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
And got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, Their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now Turner on 3rd and 2. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Lock in, lock in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Stop! 180! Red, stop! Let's go! 57. Mike, 57.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 17 yards and a giant first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out.
Come on, D! 6 guys! Check it out!
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. 20. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's do it!
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Back to throw. Turner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Turner. Off play action. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check 24. 18. Peek in. Watch out. Hey, ball.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Keenan Allen. Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken around the 12. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw is Turner. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun. Turner. Throwing right, and that's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, orbit.
Turner from the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Barkley. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line is executing.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. On 3rd down, Barkley. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Trubisky will throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Mike 50. You ain't going nowhere.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Turner. He completes it to Westbrook. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 3. Check. Alert, 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 alert.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, high 7.
Now it's Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the do.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Finding room to the 20. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Hey, let's get there. Shoot!
And they'll run forward with Barkley. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.
Here we go.
24, Jaguars 16.